Hello everyone and welcome to QualityRPGs. Today we're having part 37 of our official Neverwinter Nights 2 campaign as a Paladin. And yeah, situation is looking relatively decent. I think we are going to try to enlist the Wandersnaven to help us. So could one of Wolf himself take us to the courtyard? Okay, well that wasn't quite as fast as I was hoping for. And is the gang actually following us? Yes, it is. Excellent. We have the Holy Avenger. That's nice. Actually, in Baldur's Gate 2, the best two-handed weapon, in my opinion. And looks rather decent in this one too. So we need to... I think we will leave Cassavir and take Gropnar with us. And we will head to the port last. I think there we could find Wandersnaven. Or some information about them, to be more precise. And we have quite a few level ups. I wonder actually how many of these we will have. Okay. Fair enough, and let's get going. Let's open the journal and the inventory. And I think the Wandersnaven people were around here. Okay, you know, I think I almost have it. This is fascinating. I say we keep listening. Whatever a Kelgar drinks, may a Kelgar drink if Kelgar does in fact think. What? Yes. No. Say nothing. Oh yes, yes. Look, pardon me, status of yes and no, but we are on something of a quest for something that may or may not be real. Can you help us? Aha, yes, no, no, you know. Please, I must know, the Wandersnaven, do they exist? Yes, it's all coming together. Go and ask them yes or no question, though through it we may be able to find out where the Wandersnaven are. Are they west? No. Are they east? Yes. Actually, no. Well, kind of yes. Not really. Okay. Southeast? No. Okay. Okay. Why not? No. Can you show the map? Yeah. Why? This paper isn't map at all. It looks more like a riddle. Let me just copy it down. There we are. Double check the spelling, put it in our journal, and we can give the original back to them. All done. I'm so excited. That's it. I know where the Wandersnaven are now. I'll mark the location on your map. Wait, you solved the riddle already? It was a riddle? Oh, I said that, didn't I? No, it wasn't. I mean, I think it was, but for some reason the mismatch of nonsensical words with a simple rhyming scheme just made sense to me. What was the riddle? Are you asking me that as a riddle, or are you asking for real? Because if you're asking for real, the answer is, I don't really know, but I'm sure I've got the right answer. Does that make sense? Okay, never mind, come on. And here we go. We are not going to fight Light of Heaven quite just yet. So, Mount Caradhrin, Iron Fist Stronghold, Ember, Circle of the Mirror, what? Merchant Quarter, Ember, Strange Clearing. Okay, that's probably it. Are those bones?
I can't quite put my finger on it, but there's something strange about this place.
A cauldron calling the kettle black, I think.
Okay. Remains of the Relentless Poet. Gavin will be interested in hearing about this place, okay? So let's take the ore first. That's good. Remains of the Relentless Poet. Journal of the Relentless Poet.
I've heard of the poet this journal belongs to. He was relentless. The relentless poet, in fact. He disappeared many, many years ago. It seems the orcs stripped the body. There doesn't seem to be anything left. Ow, 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 ow! I stubbed my toe on something.
Are you okay?
Ow! Think so. I mean, nothing broken, but, you know, I don't see anything on the ground I could have stepped on. Unless, well, just as I suspected. I couldn't see it because it's invisible. Here, look at this. See? It appears to be an invisible instrument of some sort. Just lying around where anyone could have stepped on it and damaged it. Shameful. I wonder if it still works. Well, only one way to find out.
Okay. What are you doing?
Did you hear those lingering tones? The way the notes seem to float in the air. This instrument is able to take even the simplest breaths and turn them into beautiful music. Why? The invisibility. The music. Why didn't I think of it before? This must be a Wandersnaven instrument.
Okay. If they do exist, they aren't here now.
No, you're right. They certainly don't. Or at least they're not here now. Perhaps the rumors of their shy nature are not an exaggeration. I am somewhat sorry for leading you on this rabbit chase. But, well, perhaps this amazing find is actually a gift. The Wandersnaven's way of helping us.
Okay.
And you know, I think that's enough. As long as we both believe, knowledge of their legendary existence will never die. Well, goodbye, Wandersnaven, wherever you are. And thank you so much for the gift.
Okay. That's a bit annoying.
Looks like we
Strike
within. Attack!
So now what? And now we are doing nothing. So what? Dazed? Dazed? And apparently we just cannot do anything. This feels like a bug. Yeah. So how far we have to load? I mean, come on. That's the quick save, okay. What about autosave? Oh, from the beginning. Come on. So, lesson of the story here. Let's actually visit the tower. Shopkeeper. Okay. Baldur's armor. Red dragon armor. Some charisma. Arrows, bolts, bullets. +4.
Yes. Is there something you wish?
Is there something else of interest? Apparently not. Armor of command.
My pack is too heavy. It's difficult to carry.
Yeah, and off we go. Squeak. So Kasavirikan stake crop now will come, and to port last it is.
Me?
And perhaps a couple of more. Okay, let's have a rest so we can have the spells ready.
Yes, that is so.
Okay. Oh. Kropna was standing over there. And let's head to the clearing. And first let's take the ore. Yeah.
I can't quite put my...
Perhaps I'm saving a bit too often as it is now. Just to make sure.
It seems the... Ow! Well, I want... Did you... Why? The invisibility. The music. No, you're... But, well, perhaps this amazing... And you know...
Okay. And then about the orcs.
Let the earth take you!
And Kelgar, you go to the opposite direction. Okay, she's dazed. All of them are dazed. Okay.
Forgive me, but I am finished.
So now what? Do we have any weapons with Gropnar?
And this! Take this!
I have sight of our enemy.
Okay, to be honest, that was surprisingly difficult battle. Okay. I guess that's done. To be honest, surprisingly difficult battle. Bullet of screaming. Just hope they don't scream too loudly. Could we rest? Yes, we could, and we should.
Oh, yes.
Oh, and...
Is there something you wish?
okay. I guess he's buffing us somehow. Let's head back to Crossroads Keep. And let's move. I don't think we will take Gropnar, but let's take Kasavir once again and head to the Nolaloth's Wally. Crystal Heart. Cliff Edge. Let's save. Oh. Now that we actually have ore, perhaps we should actually head back to the keep and actually make sure that our grey cloaks do have the best equipment available. And let's report about those ore depots to Kalindra. By the way, how much we do have money? I think actually our treasury should contain quite a bit. Yeah, the best armor. Okay, good. What about you, Jacoby? Can you improve anything? Okay, good. And let's see how we are actually doing in here. By the way, could we actually do something? Okay, we cannot apparently do anything else. And let's talk to Gaiven about the place we found. And let's see about the status report of the keep. Okay, and let's see about Kana. Spreading our men to both road and field diminishes their effectiveness, but the men have done a great job with their roads. Merchants feel safe and they throng to the keep. In the surrounding lands, our patrols have helped end the bandits and monster attacks. The farmlands are safer than they have been in generations. Okay, good. So we should have more people coming in. We are doing some progress. Time spent is 72%. Keep funds only 120,000. Actually, that's surprisingly little. But yeah, I think we are off. And did we have a wolf's minion over here somewhere? Apparently not. Okay, and nothing of interest for her to say. And yeah, I think we are quite ready now to the whatever what was the place we were supposed to go. Nolaloth's Valley.
We have been climbing for some time, but look there. It is the path that Amanjaro spoke of. The one that winds like the tail of a great beast.
Indeed. Well, that's quite big of a dragon if it is a dragon. Oh. Are we hitting it or is it hitting us? I think we are hitting it. So, Elder Earth Elemental. It's down. Perhaps we can continue a bit onwards. And could we rest now? I guess it's because there is that spell going on still. I mean, that one dragon actually gave us quite a bit of trouble, so facing two or more around here might be a bit tricky.
Life grows thick here, even in the middle of these dead mountains.
Well, this is more than a little
It must be
surprising.
the presence of the dragon spirit that makes this place possible. Know that we should continue our search. The dragon cannot be far.
How about there? There is ore.
This crystal. It is shaped like the heart of a dragon. I do not think we should harm it, since that could serve only to anger the dragon.
Okay.
Know that perhaps.
Okay. Strange powerful beings seem to gravitate to this object. In fact, wait, look, other beings are present. That's a black dragon, I think.
Know that I feel a great energy coming from this crystal. Dragonkin must... They watch us, for now.
Yeah, we indeed must be careful. I think we will rest. Save. And see if we could do something with the heart. Let's examine it. Oh, the crystalline structure shimmers ever so slightly. The crystal shows signs of wear due to age. Although it is difficult to see past the surface layer, there appears to be movement underneath. Walk away. Let's see the ore depot. And after that, let's visit the cliff edge. Another earth elemental. Well, that was quite efficient, to be honest. And lucky that it didn't get to cast that entangle this time. Okay.
You dare to disturb me here? Were I not chained to this deathless existence, I would scatter your shattered bodies to the winds for your trespass. Yet instead, you roam unchecked within my remains, like parasites. What promises shall you make this time?
We have no wish to bring you any further suffering, Great Worm.
It speaks. Your masters allowed you to negotiate on their behalf then. What more have they come for?
Your mistaken spirit known force compels us here.
Lies! Why else would you be here in this? One scar in the earth, were it not at the command of the Irfan. I may rest upon the brink of death, but do not think me blind to what transpires on my grave. You are here because you again need my help, though you always refuse the price. Did you think you could cage a power of the plains?
I mean, you no harm.
I will show you what it means to be caged.
Oh.
Together we shall remain here, to contemplate, to despair, to rot. I have been here for millennia. How long do you think you will last, mortal?
Listen to me, we are not allies of the Illefan. Okay. We aren't your enemies, we seek an ancient spirit for aid. We are here to seek help against a great evil. A powerful being of shadow threatens us, we must be allowed to pass.
Shadow? What shadow?
The King of Shadows has returned to this plane. Know that if he is not stopped...
This changes things. While I hate the Ilfarn, that is but a pale flame compared to my hatred for the King of Shadows. I have not heard that cursed name for a lifetime.
Can I call you something other than spirit at least?
You will address me as Nolaloth Karagazant, but I know the weaknesses of the minds of mortals in shaping such words. You may settle with Nolaloth. Once I was a great power, an ancient being of crystalline might. Once, now no longer.
Nolaloth, you were the worm of legend that fought the King of Shadows.
It appears that we have a common enemy.
Are you or are you not of Ilfarn?
We are allies of the Ilfarn and... No, the Ilfarn are long dead.
Dead. Then my last shreds of hope go along with them. It is a wonder that the endless decades have not driven me mad. I have waited for them for thousands of years. I was promised a new life, and instead, I have been abandoned, left to languish in this insignificant crack in the world. And when an eternity had passed, another fragile mortal appeared, no doubt seeking power. He called himself Armangero and claimed...
Lucky we didn't take him with us. Why did this man come out
He
here?
pretended to bring good news that the glorious Ilfarn Empire had returned to restore me to life. But what he wanted, I will never know. He asked me questions about my past and what happened long ago, and then left. If you are not of Ilfarn, why have you come here to torment me?
Your enemy, the King of Shadows, never died?
I would never fight it again, even if I could. And how am I to help, as impotent as I am now?
The King of Shadows was defeated once before, and we need to know how.
For the mere chance of having a hand in destroying my adversary, I will help you. Ask your questions.
It is said that you came to the aid of the people of
The
Ilfarn.
people of Ilfarn said many things, as did their leaders. They begged, filled the air with promises of glory and wealth, and I listened. Whatever your histories or seers have told you, know that I helped because I was promised the riches of the Ilfarn Empire.
The people of Ilfarn worshipped you?
Worshipped? I am no god, but even if I were, it would not matter. The hearts of all things are covetous. Mine is not deceitful, as it were.
This is where we differ. The heart can be many things, I believe.
Perhaps it can be, but the answer is not important. What is important is that you are resolute, that you understand your reasons for the coming battle. The King of Shadows will employ doubt and darkness before the battle is even joined.
Tell me what happened during the
The
battle.
people of Ilfarn were desperate. Their once defender, known only as the Guardian, had been corrupted and transformed into the shadowy being that haunts you today. The King of Shadows was once the light of Ilfarn.
How were you brought into
The
this?
King of Shadows brought despair, and the men of this land wailed loudly enough to get my attention. I answered the pleas out of curiosity. When I confronted the leaders of Ilfarn, They saw me as a potential ally in the fight against the King of Shadows. Never before have I met a being as relentless in its devastation. It exists by drawing upon the life and strength of others. As I grew weaker in battle, it only became stronger. Shadow triumphed that day.
How did you end up here?
Defeat. Shortly after I first clashed with the King of Shadows, I knew that escape was necessary. The Guardian of Ilvarn was relentless. It fought me until I fell from the sky.
Okay. How did the Ilvarn imprison the King of Shadows?
I don't know their rituals or methods. The winds chose to blow a certain way that day. Ultimately, chance is the great equalizer of the plains. It is by chance that worlds are created, that gods are made, and civilizations destroyed. And it is only by chance that you may succeed.
Except we have save load. Why are you still alive?
The Ilvarn. I fought the King of Shadows and paid the price for my arrogance. When it left, I was but a broken shell on a lesser plane. Atop this empty rock, I awaited the end. Presumably, your progenitors found a way to triumph despite my loss. They came to me and bound me with primitive magics. The years floated by like specks of dust in the still air. No one returned, and not even death could grant me peace. But many lifetimes later, they arrived, the Githyanki.
We too have had our share of troubles with that race.
I had a conversation once with men of the astral plane. They came with shimmering blades in hand, and desperation reflected in their eyes. Always it is about this King of Shadows. I have been deceived countless times by those it torments, and the Githyanki were no different. They came and pleaded for advice, their pathetic cities having been attacked by your adversary.
The King of Shadows escaped
In a
twice.
sense, your prisons do not seem to be effective. Of course, mortals lack perspective and can hardly be expected to plan beyond a few thousand years. In truth, the King of Shadows had not yet left its prison. Slowly, it was ripping open a portal into the astral plane. This fissure allowed it to manifest itself in an avatar, a powerful Nightwalker. The Githyanki objected to its presence.
What did the Githyanki want to know?
Many cities fell to the King of Shadows. Even in its Nightwalker form, the Githyanki could not destroy it. Sword after sword shattered upon impact, and more cities fell. The Nightwalker could be hurt, but it could never be hurt enough. Not with 1,000 swords. Somehow, the Githyanki had come to learn that I had battled with the King of Shadows in the past. They promised to restore me if I helped them.
You knew how to defeat the
Did I
Nightwalker?
know how to empower a weak race? No. I told them to turn their blades upon the growing portal itself, should they be able to locate it. The mongrels left with promises and never returned. I decided that either death, that of the Githyanki or of the King of Shadows, would bring me some measure of satisfaction.
So how does one fix a sword
Your
then?
adversary spreads its influence by corrupting its targets until they no longer resemble what they once were. Eventually, all one can see is the shadow. It grows long and distracts us from what casts it. But a shadow can never become more than a weak outline. It may stretch and grow fearsomely large, but always must it circle its master. Your blade is no different. If the sword is to be made whole again, you must look past the pale shadows its broken pieces cast, and find the center from where the shadow emanates. If you do not, then there is no way in which the sword may be reformed.
I don't have all the pieces of the
Your
blade.
sword will never be the same blade as before. No, it can only be a new creation, even if it resembles its old form to a discerning eye. Having all of the pieces may be the least of your concerns, mortal.
But you haven't told me how to reform the sword
That,
itself.
mortal, is only done through an act of will. There are beings in more chaotic planes that survive through such acts. The Githyanki have strong bonds with their weapons. These bonds are important to the creation of silver swords. Repairing a sword requires incredible strength of will. And how does one teach that kind of power? I cannot.
In my village there is a scar on the earth where the sword was broken.
Then that is where you must go now, mortal.
You make it sound so
It
simple.
will be perilous, but I believe we can use the song portal from the Ilfarn ruins to reach the Guardian ruins on the outskirts of West Harbor.
I can see from your eyes that this is what you came for. Now, I must ask of you. Always I have been promised recompense at a later date. Even now, my mind verges on insanity with the long years. For tolerating your presence, I make but one demand. Kill me.
You wish us to end your life?
This life is an abomination, and I am no longer content to wait for chance to rescue me from the void.
I understand no one should suffer for so long.
To kill me, mortal, you must simply destroy my heart. Be warned, it attracts many beings of power that feed from it, as you have already noticed. My body is no more, but in its place, a new kind of life has sprung into being. My heart is all that remains. The last shreds of my life reside within. You may harm it now that I wish it to be so. Go now. I tire of everything.
Okay. So let's see how we will fare. I guess there will be a black dragon coming at us.
Let us grant it sleep at last.
No being should be forced to suffer like
Hurry.
that.
Other beings may be drawn to the crystal as we speak.
Nolaloth had better appreciate this.
These dragons have only rage in their eyes. Words will not avail us here.
We are not looking for a fight. Okay. I guess we had a fight.
Attack!
And Kasavir could heal himself. Tällainen... Okei. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. So we need to use some buffs, but at the very least we managed to take one down. This time I doubt that actually having fire resistance is the key. Kasavir, Aura of Glory.
I am listening.
Greater Stone Skin.
Make your path mine.
Greater Results of Deity. Okay, and Bull Strength.
Yes.
Endure Elements. Holy Sword.
Everyone, follow me.
Aura of Vitality.
Make your path mine.
Word of Faith. Okay. And... oh, let's save. Let's attack it. Yeah.
Let us grant it sleep at last. Hurry. These dragons have only rage in their eyes.
Okay. So. Antolonia head that direction. Kasavir that direction. Kelgar there. Shive there. Elani over here.
Looks like we have company.
Let us press the attack.
I can do that.
Hey, charge it. I think Chive should heal Kasavir. Okay, that was not quite fast enough. What are you doing?
Let us attack.
Implosion, Sunbeam, Destruction. Kelgar, where are you? Getting beaten apparently. Let's see if we could heal in time. Now. Okay, apparently not.
By the shadows of Merdelain.
Go this way and now these.
Let us press the attack.
And I think we are back to drinking some potions. Do we have anything else? Slay living. Well, that didn't go exactly as planned. I think we need some extra healing. And fast. Okay, good. You should continue hitting it, and you should continue slay living. One more hit. One more hit. And that's it. Whew. That was a bit too close. So let's have a rest. Let's save. And see what they do have. Quite a bit of something. So, did we destroy it? Is it so that we actually cannot destroy it now? Perhaps we should use it. So, could we do something about it? The camera controls are not so great in this one, in my opinion. So we should be able to use it. Okay, let's load. Use. We cannot use. Examine. Bash. Well, let's just bash it for the moment. I don't even know, are we done? Yeah, so I guess this should do the trick eventually. Okay, so that did the trick.
A creature with compassion. My last wonder before oblivion. At last, for the first time in ages, I am freed of my shackles. Free to move towards death once again. It feels right.
Okay. So I guess we get out of here. And towards the next adventure. And by the way, let's save. Oh, I guess it's the Holy Avenger lighting the way around here. But yeah, let's get back to Crossroads Keep. That's Ruins of Arvan. But yeah, I think this is actually everything for today, so thank you very much for watching. If you like the content, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Feel free to post comments, give advice, ask questions and so on. Have a great rest of the day. QualityRPGs out.